I'm doing the certification for strength and conditioning through ISSA. I'm currently here in Afghanistan. I'm using the facilities here at Kandahar CrossFit. My athlete today is going to be Jason. Jason is a baseball player. He currently plays left field, and right now he's in the off-season portion of his training. So today we're going to walk through a quick demonstration of what a brief workout would be with him. We're going to walk through a warm-up drill, a weight training exercise, an agility drill, a speed drill for foot speed and hand speed, a plyometric drill, a cool down, and a baseball specific drill. So first what we're going to have him do is I'm going to have him do what we would do for a warm-up. I'm going to have Jason grasp this conduit in both hands. He's going to grasp it in what we call our snatch grip or a wide hand grip. He's going to make sure this bar is right about waist height. He's going to keep both arms locked out, and as he rotates the bar up over his head, I want him to shrug at the very top of this movement, and he's going to bring the bar back down to the back of his, or down to his lower back. He's going to make sure his arms stay locked out, and he's going to rotate back over, once again shrugging at the shoulders, and bring the bar back down. This is going to help open up those shoulders, warm them up, and work on those rotator cuffs. I'm going to have him perform 5 reps of this for a warm-up. Go ahead. Okay, that works for our warm-up. Now, can you go ahead and set the bar down, Jason? All right, and we're going to head over here for the weight training portion of this exercise. Okay, for the weight training demo, I'm going to have Jason perform power cleans. Power cleans are essential for any athlete looking to build some power and strength, no matter what their sport is. Power training is essentially a full body exercise. Not only are you using the upper body for this lift, but most of your power is generally going to be generated through your hips and your legs. So I'm going to have Jason walk up, and once again he's going to address the bar. Addressing the bar, he's going to get his shins right up against the bar. His feet are about shoulder width apart, hands a little bit wider than his shins. He's going to make sure he drops his butt down just a little, and he's going to have what we call big chest and big shoulders. That means his chest is puffed out, his shoulders are locked back, there's no slack here in his arms. Okay? All of his weight should be maintained in his heels, so much that if he let go of this bar, he would kind of stumble backwards. The reason for that is on this pull, as he explodes up with the bar, his body movement pulling him backwards should naturally help that barbell stay in a straight line, that straight bar path that I'm wanting for this clean. Now this clean has 2 pulls. They're done consecutively, but it increases speed as you come up. So the first pull is going to be right above Jason's knees. He's still maintaining that degree in his back, that big chest and big shoulders. This is pull 1. On pull 2, he's going to come up slowly, forcefully keeping that bar right up against his thighs, and he's going to propel that bar off of his hips up into the front rack position. It's going to look like this. Notice when he came into the front rack position, he's got his upper arms parallel to the ground, his elbows are pointing straight out, and he's got that bar in a nice front rack position rested up on his shoulders. This completes the power clean. I'm going to have Jason perform 5 pulls for this demonstration. Okay, and that completes the power clean portion, or weight training. Next one I'm going to have him do is going to be for my foot speed drill. So for foot speed, I'm going to have Jason perform a T drill. This is going to help work on the quickness as if he was trying to steal bases or shuffle side to side or run side to side in the outfield. Okay, this is going to be a little bit of sprints. So I'm going to have Jason walk through this slow. I'm going to have Jason first. He's going to go to his left. He's going to sprint that way and touch this cone. He's going to sprint back the other way, passing the first cone. Touch the one all the way to his far right, and then he's going to sprint back, and this is going to be his finish. It's going to help work on that quickness. So at full speed, it's going to look like this. Ready? Go. time. Ready? Go. And that'll be our drill for our foot speed. For the hand speed drill, since we're here and we don't have access to baseball equipment right now, I'm gonna have Jason work with a kettlebell. This kettlebell drill is called a hand-to-hand double tap drill. This is not only gonna work on his hand speed, but it's also gonna work on his hand-eye coordination. So what we're gonna do, Jason's gonna grasp the kettlebell in one hand. First, we're gonna get in that nice stance. He's got a nice flat back. He's gonna grasp the kettlebell in a squat position. He's gonna stand up with his kettlebell, and he's gonna hold it with one arm as he swings up. As his kettlebell is right here, once it reaches about eye level, he's going to double tap the kettlebell with both hands and grasp it with and swap over his grip. Okay, so it's gonna look like this. I'm gonna have him perform 5 sets. Okay. For this workout, I would have him do 3 sets of 10 with this workout, or for the hand speed drill. Okay. My next drill is working on our agility drill. For agility, I'm gonna have him work on double unders. So for double unders, our progression for this, I'm gonna have him first do what we call boxer jumps or singles. So have him perform some singles just to get warmed up. Okay. Once he's got good singles down, I'm gonna have him perform some high singles, working on a nice high bound, getting into the double under. Okay, once he's got that nice high bound down, I'm gonna have him progress into the double unders. Now the double unders, he's going to keep that same bound he did for his high singles. It's just more in the wrist now, getting that quicker rope as that rope comes underneath the feet twice. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and let him go for a max effort for 30 seconds, and this would be one of the events I'd have him do for this workout. Ready? Go. Stop. Okay, I would have him perform 3 sets at a minute each for a max effort. Okay, our next one is going to be for our plyometric drill. I'm gonna have him perform box jumps. Okay, for the box jump drill, or for our plyometric drill, I'm gonna use a 24-inch box. I'm gonna have Jason get close enough to the box where you don't have to do a step up to it or a running step to it. I want him to stare at this side of the box, not the side that he's jumping on. And when he lands, I want him to land generally in the center of the box with both feet planted firmly. This drill is going to help with the explosive power, working on that vertical jump and that quickness of his feet. Okay, so I'm going to have him go ahead and he's going to drop down into like a proper jumping stance. He's going to explode up onto the box. He lands both feet firmly on the box. His heels aren't hanging off. And once he comes to the top, he's going to extend up and open up that hip, and that completes that repetition. I'm going to have him perform 3 sets of 10 for this exercise. For this demo, I'm having him do 5 reps. Okay. My next drill is going to be my baseball specific drill. I'm going to have him work on, it's more of a core drill, but it's going to help him with his hitting and throwing techniques. So we're going to walk over here to this wall. Okay, so I'm gonna have Jason, he's going to square off against the wall. He's gonna make sure his hips and his shoulders are facing the wall. He's gonna take this medicine ball, both hands, he's gonna keep his arms straight, and he's gonna turn. If he's going, we're gonna have him start with his right side first. He's gonna turn towards his right, turning his left knee into his right side, and he's gonna forcefully throw the ball up against the wall, catch it, turn to the left, and perform the same movement back to the opposite side. Okay? I would have him do 3 sets of 10 with this workout. For this exercise and for this demonstration, I'm gonna have him perform 5 repetitions. It'll look like this. Okay? For the next one is going to be our cool down drill. For the cool down, I'm gonna have him perform what we call a Samson stretch. Excuse me. So for the Samson stretch, it's gonna work on opening up those hips, getting everything nice and loose, and working on keeping those muscles from getting stiff. So I'm gonna have him lunge forward with his left leg. He's gonna make sure that his left knee does not go past his left toe. He's gonna drop that right leg down to the ground. He's gonna put his arms up over his head, and he's gonna turn his torso into his open knee. Okay, he's gonna pause there for a second. He's gonna stand up, bring his feet back together, and he's gonna do the opposite with the right side. Once again, his hands above his head. And I'd have him go about 15 to 20 yards, and he'd do that for about 3 to 4 sets to help bring the heart rate down, kind of get himself cooled down, and help work in any tight muscles. Just go ahead and lunge out about 10 more yards, Chase. Okay, and come back. All right, and the last thing I'm going to have him do is going to be our flexibility drill. For flexibility, I'm going to have Jason come up to this ab mat and this green 65-pound resistance band. I'm going to have him place his right leg in the band and make sure that the band is nice and high up in his hip. Okay, he's going to walk backwards to get the resistance, make sure this band is nice and taut, pulling away from the post itself. And he's going to drop this right knee to the ground. Once he's got his knee dropped, he's going to make sure he keeps his back and his chest upright. And that front leg is propped up. And he's just going to hold this stretch. It's going to work on stretching out those hip flexors and build that flexibility. I'd have him hold this for about 30 seconds, and then he's going to change legs. Another drill, once he's done both sides for 30 seconds, I'm going to have him stand up and rotate around, stay in the band. And I'm going to have him once again lunge out. And this time he's going to drop down to that left knee, put that left knee on the mat, keeping that right leg up. And this band here should be pulling on his hip, once again trying to open up that hip flexor. This will help him as he's running around the outfield or running bases, working on that hip flexibility. So this concludes my training portion of the demonstration. A couple things I would like to put out. Any of my weight training exercise with Jason during this off-season portion, he would be doing 3 sets of 10 reps with lighter weights, because right now we're working on that general strength, the basic fitness right now, working not as high weights. We'll get more into the higher weights as the season approaches. So on my power lifts and anything with the weights, we do about 3 sets of 10 with the plyometrics and the core training exercises, I would have him perform them 3 sets of 10, except for the jump rope, we'd be going for max effort for a minute apiece. And this concludes my video.